Hi, good morning. It's my first video. I've been trying to make a video for forever. I'm talking years. I said I was going to start making videos since like 2017 or something crazy. And every time I said I'm going to do it, I didn't. But I keep applying for certain things I used to always get, like food stamps, unemployment. Like, I'm working right now, but in the summer I wasn't because I'm a substitute teacher. So I wasn't working over the summer. And I couldn't remember my password for unemployment. I was calling, nobody answering. So I was just like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Like, whatever. So my birthday is in the summer, and I got Social Security, like they tell you to update how much you would make at a certain time when you retire. And I was able to somehow reset my password using that link. So I finally get on unemployment so I could apply. And then by the time they got to my paperwork, they're like, oh, school has started, you're not unemployed, yada yada. But I'm like, I applied in July when there was no work. So even though, yes, you're responding to me in August, when I applied, it was in July, I was not working. But I didn't even bother to argue with them because I'm like, whatever, you know? Because I was like, hey, school started, I mean, just start subbing, it's whatever, you know? So then I'm subbing. I'm trying to get my food stamps like I always get my food stamps. And all of a sudden, it's like, deny. I've been trying to get food stamps for like 3 months. And it's just like I'm always denied for some reason. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like maybe this is my sign that I do need to make videos, because this is kind of like what I had planned on doing anyway. And I'm like, you know, I need to do something else other than subbing, because I'm not getting the help that I was getting. I'm not getting unemployment all of a sudden. I'm talking about I used to get unemployment when I first got pregnant with my daughter. This was like almost 15 years ago. Or wait, 15 years ago at this point. Yeah. Right. 15 years ago. I was getting food stamps and I was getting unemployment. And that's when I first started getting like government assistance. I wasn't getting it before. But that's when it started. Every time I apply, it's like I would always get accepted. And if I wasn't, it was like, okay, bring in this or that paperwork. And yeah, it might be a little runaround, but I will, you know, go here, go there, get what I need, and I'll be good. So now all of a sudden it's like, I've never applied for so many months. I'm talking about, I've been applying for food stamps since June, I believe. And it's always something. It's like, you gotta do this, and I do that. Denied. Then, oh, do that. Denied. Like, usually, like, it's a lot of steps, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing's ever been easy for me. Even when I apply, it's like, do this, do that, do that. And it's like, okay, 30 stuff, but I do 30 stuff and I'm good. And I was like, do this, that. And I'm like, okay, I did it. And it's still like, no, you're not. So I'm like, that's my sign to say you need to do stuff differently. And it's funny because they said the year 2024, however you were making money or doing certain stuff, it's going to be different this year. You know, especially like, not trying to go too deep, but especially if you're like a certain spiritual person, I want to just put it that way, then it's like you can't just do how you used to and expect that it's gonna work now. And at first I was like, I didn't really believe it, but I'm living proof. Like, me not getting unemployment is unheard of, honestly. They unheard of. Every time I apply during COVID, whatever it is that the max was, I was living good. I was like, I was good. I just saved up a lot of my money at that time. But at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, I got money saved up, but not much. You know, usually it's like, okay, I use the money I have saved up for someone I'm not working, and then I have unemployment in the summer, and then I start working again, and everything kind of levels off. Now it's like, I'm way more behind than I ever was in my life. Like, that's how I'm put it. Like I've never felt like, okay, every time I go grocery store, I'm paying like $150, and sometimes I go to the grocery store like 2 times a week. And maybe even if I don't spend $150 in every single trip, I never spend less than like $40. So it's like any given week I'm spending like $200 on food. Before it's like, and I'll get my food stamp. Then if I got to spend a little $50 or even $60, $100 extra a month, it's like, okay, it's $100. Now I'm like spending hundreds of dollars on food. The subbing thing is okay, but sometimes it's not worth my time. Like some schools I go to, I'm like, I just feel so stressed. I'm like, for the money I'm getting, like, it's so much. Like, and I really want to do high school. But by the time I'm able to get out the house with my kids, it's late. Because for high school, you got to be there at 7. And it's like, man, I know I'm going on and on. It's just so hard. I don't know anymore. Like, and I'm dealing with like ADHD. I was on medication for that, like 3 different kinds. I can't even tell you what kinds it was. I don't even know. But all I know is it didn't work. Every time my therapist is like, oh, you'll feel better 3 weeks. Your mind won't be all over the place and, this and that. But I already kind of knew that it wasn't going to work because I've never had any medication in my life work for me. It's either it doesn't work at all, or if there's 5 side effects, I have all 5 or at least 2 every time. Anytime. That's why I really don't try to take medication, but I was just going through a lot of stuff. Like, it's a lot all at once, but it's like my cat died and that was very hard for me. I was going through it. It's like, it's just a lot. Feel overwhelmed a lot of times, and I felt like, okay, let me try medication, but it's like that did not work at all for me. And it's like I try to change my diet. I eat pretty healthy already because I'm allergic to soy, so it's like there's a lot of stuff I can't eat, so I don't really eat out like that. Like, I might eat Chipotle or something, but I really don't eat Burger King, McDonald's, all that stuff because I can't eat it. It has soy. So I'm also allergic to fish, so it's like, man, I don't know. I know I'm all over the place, but the whole point is, like, I can't do things I used to. Like I say, even with the soy and the fish, I said to myself one day, I need to be more healthy. And I said to myself, I'm going to be more healthy. I'm going to eat more healthy. I'm going to just do things differently. And I swear to you, within a month or 2, I started getting itchy. I ate salmon one time at my job, and I broke out. And when I went to the doctor, they said, you're allergic to salmon. And I was just like, I was just like, I was like, okay. I asked for it. I said, I want to be more healthy. And it was like I was forced to be healthy because, sometimes my kids want McDonald's stuff. I would always get fries. Even if I didn't get everything else, those fries are good, man. So I would get fries. And I would be kind of itchy, but, like, I just thought maybe my skin is just sensitive. But I realized that now when I'm paying attention to the ingredients and I don't eat stuff with soy, I'm not as itchy. Like, I'm not breaking out. My face, my skin is way clearer. Like, I used to suffer from really bad acne. And now, as time's going on, I'm like, it was my diet. Like, all these years suffering when I was a teenager, my 20s, 30s. I mean, I was always just breaking out. And I'm like, why am I having acne in my 20s, in my 30s? You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. I thought it was a teenage thing. So when I was a teenager, I'm like, okay, I'll grow out of it. But I never did. I didn't stop, like, getting breakouts and stuff until I stopped eating soy. Now, if I don't know something has soy in it, and then my face starts itching, I'm like, man, that had soy in it. Because I'll break out, like, I get little pimples, and they always itch. That's how I know it's allergic reaction. It's not, like, hormonal. Because, I always my face start itching or get red, or my neck start getting red, it's itchy, and I'm like, ooh, some has soy in it. So, yeah, I try to cook more at home, but it's just like, even that, it's like, oh goodness. Cooking every day is hard. So, what I do sometimes, like, I'll cook certain stuff that my kids eat that I know I can't eat for whatever. Like, maybe I'll go to Publix and I'll get them the fried chicken, and I'll come home and make some mac and cheese or rice or whatever with some vegetables. I have, like, rice with the vegetables, and I'll just have, like, chicken or something that I made like maybe last week and I put it in the freezer, I just defrost that and I eat that. And that's what I've been doing. Like, I'll cook certain stuff I know they could eat, and then I'll find some in the freezer or whatever for myself. But it's hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to be on a restricted diet, especially when I'm out and about and I'm like, dang, I forgot to bring a sandwich, or I forgot to bring some snacks, and I'm just like hungry and I could like eat some chips or little stuff like that. But it's like, I want food, you know? Either way, I'm glad I finally made this YouTube, and you know, I'm just happy because at the end of the day, I'm really just trying. I'm trying to do something different. And I know, like I said, I know it's all over the place. I apologize. Like I said, that ADHD, like, it's hard for me to stay on one topic, and that's another reason I didn't want to do a video, because I was like, I sound so confused and stuff. But I'm hoping people could like listen and hear like my message, which is pretty much just like, and then whatever, how you're making money now, it's not gonna work. Like I said, things that was coming to me pretty easy with a little effort, it's like deny. So that's pretty much what I had to say today. Thank you.